a tour that dominated the headlines, the storylines, the wrestling world in 2025. And a lot of people were not happy about said John Cena retirement tour and the way that it was executed. Oh, there wasn't a match with this guy. There wasn't a match with that guy. How can you have the retirement tour without this? What? I heard Cena wanted 200 dates and you only did 36. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, what's done is done is done. And it would be fun to sit here and speculate and fantasy book in the whole 9 yards. But hear me out when I tell you that John Cena's farewell tour is like a band's set list on their farewell tour. A rock band. Let Kiss, for example. Since they've had so many farewell tours, we got a lot of examples there. John Cena's farewell tour is like a set list on the Kiss farewell tour. Well, what do you mean by that, Chris? Well, I've been chewing on this idea for quite a while. Let me see if I can break it down to you and help you understand the ebbs and flows of John Cena's retirement tour. Now, I'm not saying that it was perfect. I'm not trying to vouch for every single thing that they did. What I am trying to do is come up with an explanation as to why they did it, how it could have worked, that kind of thing. So, you always start with a big opening. You got to start with a bang. The lights go down. The crowd goes wild. You got to keep that energy up. And what does Kiss start every show with? Detroit Rock City, Deuce, shout it out loud. Man, the fans are screaming, they're singing, they're going crazy. Well, John Cena hit his big open with an incredible promo on the Netflix premiere of Raw, and then a great performance in the Royal Rumble, falling short only to Jey Uso. And then he cuts a promo in the press conference after the Rumble and said he's done playing around. He's declaring himself in the Elimination Chamber. And the wrestling world goes, whoa, let's go. All right, let's get excited about this John Cena. Well, after those big hits in a concert, maybe the concert takes a shocking twist, but an incredible twist, a fan favorite twist. Maybe it's a song that has never been played live before. And the fans of this band are like, man, I wonder what that song would sound like live. Could they even pull it off? The instrumentation, the this, the that. And then boom, that band pulls that song out and puts it in the set list. That's the John Cena heel turn. Fans wanted it for years, but they never saw it. Of course, we know that heel Cena existed as a rapper in 2003. I'm talking about when he became the John Cena that we know. Never saw the heel turn. Shocking, but awesome. Oh my goodness, what's next on this set list? Now that the band has you hooked, they do something that a lot of fans don't like. They play new music. Oh, an old school classic rock band that still releases brand new music and wants to shove it down your throat. Oh, this is the best material we've ever made. If you liked Walk This Way or Sweet Emotion or Toys in the Attic from Aerosmith, then you're going to like music from another dimension. I know I just switched bands on you, but that's the reference that came to mind. So they're going to play new music. Metallica. Oh, give me Enter Sandman. Give me Master of Puppets. Give me Fuel. Memory Remains. No, we're going to give you Atlas Rise. We're going to give you Hardwired to Self-Destruct. What? And that, my friends, is John Cena and his ruin wrestling. His promos, while they might have been good, it was just kind of a circular. It didn't feel like we knew where we were going. He was trying to ruin wrestling with his style. And everybody was like, this is the last time we're going to see you, and this is what we're going to get? Folks, that WrestleMania match was intentional. The way that WrestleMania match happened was intentional. And John Cena said it himself. What they did was exactly what they wanted to do. And then Triple H and creative says, well, John, let's ramp up the style a little bit. Let's get you a little more excited. Let's have this farewell band sprinkle in some of their old classics, but maybe with a twist. Maybe it's like a medley. Maybe it's an acoustic version of one of their biggest hits. So the fans are like, oh, I love this song, but I don't know that I want to hear it that way. Oh, why'd you leave this out? Oh, I like that part. Don't cut it. Look at the John Cena matches with Randy Orton and CM Punk. Maybe we wanted to see those, but maybe they weren't exactly how we wanted them to be because John Cena was a heel. I don't know. Well, then the band says, you know what? Enough of all that. Let's bring back the big hits. For Aerosmith, it's probably like, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, right in the middle of the show. And that's when John Cena decides, well, I'm going to turn babyface again. And that entrance at SummerSlam against Cody, boom, the crowd is back in it. I'll never forget. City Kitty commented earlier, dropping the horns for Metallica. I'll never forget being at my only Metallica concert. And they did exactly this. They opened with some well-known songs. And then they started playing some new songs. And they even played a new song that had like an extended drum solo in the middle. And all of them played these big drums. It was supposed to be this big moment. And the people just weren't having it. And then all of a sudden, they play Fuel. And the fire goes off and people start going wild. That was the John Cena face turn in this entrance at SummerSlam. The band's got you right where they want you, and then boom, they hit you with what you want. Oh, and we're off and running now. You can do no wrong. You're playing more hits. You got a babyface John Cena against Logan Paul, and then a match against Sami Zayn for the U.S. Championship. All this, that, and the other, or whatever. The band's got you right where they want you. And then they're going to play a song that they like, that they haven't played in years. Maybe it gets a mixed reaction. Oh, this excitement. Oh, it tapers down a little bit. Brock Lesnar. WrestlePalooza. Yeah. While we want to see John and Brock one more time, we didn't want to see it that way. We didn't want to see John get squashed in 8 minutes, did we? Again, there's a reason for all that. But the band then decides, you know what? It's about time to end this show with a bang. Boom. And they start banging out the hits towards the end of the show. If you're at a Kiss concert, you're talking about Love Gun. You're talking about I Was Made for Loving You. You're talking about Black Diamond. All of those kind of songs. Boom, boom, boom. One right after another. AJ Styles match. AJ Styles versus John Cena. What I argued a minute ago that could be the match of the year. Man. Wow. So you're feeling great at this concert. Blah, blah, blah. Well, then the encores come. And in the encore set, you pull out some shocker that nobody expects. Nobody expects it. For example, on Kiss's farewell tour, they played Do You Love Me? Well, that's random. People love that song, but didn't really expect it on the farewell tour. You know? And that unexpected shocker is John Cena winning the Intercontinental Championship. How about that? About Aerosmith, when I saw them several years ago, they played Moving Out. That's the first song they ever wrote together. Everybody loves that song. Another shocker. Cena wins the Intercontinental Championship. Just a fun way to put a bow on this retirement tour. But all good things must come to an end. Kiss has to sing Beth. Aerosmith has to sing Dream On. Queen has to sing We Are the Champions. Metallica has to sing Nothing Else Matters. And you've got your go away ballad. And that's John Cena in the sleeper hold. Tapping out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how a band's farewell tour is equivalent to the John Cena farewell tour.